that. But just like that, we're into the Land of Dawn.
Land of Dawn, we go for game number 1. The decider for the upper bracket for playoffs in Season 12. Geek Fam versus Rex Recum Keon.
Okay, man. Geek Fam versus RRQ, and yes, this is the battle for upper brackets. If Geek Fam lose in this match, it's all but over for Geek Fam's chance to the upper brackets. But Arashi, Popo and Koopa, the buffs onto this hero has been, Moontown's been very specific about the buffs. It's onto jungle creeps, right?
Exactly.
What's up with this pick in the gold lane?
I think it's just value when it comes to survivability, etc. Baloyski though,
Flicker. 1v1. Oh, that's a flicker and a solo kill. First blood, and Naomi survives. Brilliant killing notification, by the way.
Okay, a bit of a disrespectful there, Baloyski, not respecting the damage from Naomi in early game, especially with the concussive blast as we take a look at the emblem, Rashi.
You see Tenacity and Fury, just Tenacity mainly for Skylar means that he will have a bit more survivability, and I think that's the idea, right? Against Chidera, against Niall and Luke, so much burst damage threat coming in. With Popo and Koopa, you have more shielding, you have some utility to set up for ganks, and you can farm in these. You can farm the jungle creeps as well when you're left alone. So overall, you can see why this pick sort of makes sense. We'll have to see if it's as good as RRQ predicted to be, though.
Okay, Mirko, you're a gold laner savant out of all of us in the desk right now. Irithel versus Popo and Koopa. I would expect Popo and Koopa actually winning it out in the early game or in laning phase, but what's happening right now?
I think, unfortunately, Chidera's just been able to utilize the space much better. Skylar hasn't been able to fully go into the stuns and to bully this Irithel. Let's take a look at the Eternal. First and Niall going at it, 50-50 coming in. Banana comes in with the Petrify, but Niall still finds it. That's a rough wave. First going to be slain by a boy. And Geek Fam picks up a big dub early on.
Oof, the EXP lane presence right here, man. Banana, though, still holding his own against Luke on that signature Khalid. But in the jungle, Niall is going to be having a lot more success right here. As we take a look at the talents prediction by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G, it's going to be an even split between all the talents.
Okay, so RQ for Rashi and me, Geek Fam, but I need more explanation on why do you pick Geek Fam, Mirko.
Oh, you know.
You know. If you know, you know.
Like, is it a draft, or like, do you want to go for a curse or blessing right now?
You know.
You know? Okay, so he's going for the convenient route, but we're going to see Baloyski and Naomi once again duking it out in the roaming area, which you can notice, actually, Baloyski, Naomi, and Clay going for that Wilderness Blessing to enhance their movement speed more in the early game, and you can see Clay very, very fast right now.
First going in for the jump, unable to connect. Baloyski is still able to utilize the Holy Healing to get him out of that sticky situation. Chidera has just finished up that Haas Claws. And yeah, this matchup, let's get back to it. Skylar's just not having a good time. Chidera's been winning it. So it's not as we would think this matchup would play out on paper.
I think it's quite different for RRQ because if you look at Geek Fam, they actually have a very solid game plan going on. They have 3 Purifies to nullify all the hard crowd control from the side of RRQ, and once the hard crowd control is no longer an issue, now you do with slows. But if RRQ go for slows, then there is that Rafaela. So Geek Fam can be a lot more maneuverable. It's only about playing on the damage, but look at Clay.
Holy Baptism coming down. Oh, some damage as well from Luke. Clay gets the rough waves. Naomi with the way the dragon, but the Petrify comes in to connect, and it's going to be a kill over towards Luke. Picked up by Banana. Versick now jumps in with the Requiem. Baloyski with the Purify. A boy with a big splash of damage. One more should do it. He's chasing Versick down, but he uses the Retribution to slow a boy. And now, Niall is looking for some more. He goes and takes the orange buff, invades it without using the Retri. And this will give the second turtle rather, to Geek Fam for free.
The royalties strike back, but at what cost? The early game pressure is going to be much more better for Geek Fam, but Chidera already burning the Purify in the gold lane. Clay already eyeing for utilizing that fact. The Purify is gone.
It'll be very difficult for RRQ to try and find anything decisive with the Purifies available for Geek Fam. Of course, they have a lot of crowd control to burn out those Purifies, but hey, there we go.
Play and Versick. Requiem plus the rough waves. The double R combo. We're just waiting for the Q.
Okay.
RRQ.
Yeah, I get it, Mirko, I get it, but
the consistency.
I'm already salivating, like, on the potential of that Wilderness Blessing Mine, but
Oh!
see another engage.
A big dive into a wave of the dragon by Naomi. Jadera gets out, heavy crossbow, outplays Skylar. Now Versick taunted up under the turret, takes a big turret shot and straight into the blades of Nile.
Nile, just brilliant response. It's very, very aggressive
what?
in the... Oh my goodness, just taking all the damage too, but Naomi wants more.
Again with the Geek Kundo, Nile walking up, a good Shunpu to cancel it out. An oddity as well used up. Clay's taken low. Jadera wants to go for more, but decides to finally just respect RRQ. And was that worth it for Geek?
I think it still is. The fact is that RRQ, they really should be winning in this early game. But due to how GeekFam is playing, it's a bit more even. And in fact, GeekFam are the ones with a gold lead and a neutral objective lead as well. This is just not the way that RRQ really wants this to go. The Popo and Koopa is meant to try and delete turrets, but they are the one losing the first turret here potentially against GeekFam.
Red team turret has
It's sad, it's definitely sad, but Clay, ooh, a bit dangerous there, but still has the first skill to get away as Nile, very aggressive once again.
Knocked up, Naomi walking down, the Requiem locks him down. Who gets it? Was it Versick? Yes, it was. Now it's an all-in onto the 100. No movement at all. And a Petrify as well. Beloyski caught in. The final slash. And now it might just be a boy getting caught, but he has a rough way to escape. Naomi follows him through with a G Kundo. Meanwhile, look at Luke looking for the kill in the back. Raging Sandstorm not connecting. That's a big whiff as Clay is able to dodge away from it.
That's a solid 5 seconds taken away from Nile, man. Just hot potato. Everyone's CCing him.
Man, everything being used right there, showing you again how much crowd control RRQ is just saving up, and now Luke becomes victim of it again.
Another Requiem locking Luke down. Beautifully done. And RQ has just reclaimed a turtle.
This is a great adjustment from RRQ, man. Usually teams go with the Purify, and RRQ, relying only on Banana or Naomi to engage, they can't really get much. But now, it's a different situation altogether. And look at that. RRQ constantly have more crowd control to throw after the Purifies have been used from the side of GeekFam. Of course, this is the mid-game where RRQ's composition should be stronger, on paper at least. So if they want to try and get advantage, it needs to be now. Turrets, kills, lords even. If they can't really get it now, GeekFam will start to slowly but surely outscale them.
Especially on this prolonged team fight, right, Arashi, because they have healer from Beloyski, a lot of disengage potential as well. If they want to just took it out for like 10 seconds, Geek definitely is going to be the one who's winning out the matchup. But the boy, once again,
still able to escape with a Purify. Whoa! Electro final blow by a boy! Oh, he steals it! Sustains back up! Clears out the wave! What looked like a mistake turns out to be an amazing play from a boy.
swag points there. It doesn't really need to be done, but he did it.
I mean, I think it saved the turret technically. And wow, Nile, once again, just showing dominance in the jungle role. Ferrisic is definitely struggling right here. And RRQ, they need so much in order to even set up for a single kill. They can't really go for much right now, especially if GeekFam sticks together and Nile can soak in the damage.
Holy Baptism, Nile in the back as well, pinching Skylar down. This might be a solo kill. Boy the Dragon locking Nile on the wall with a heavy crossbow. Jadera sees one more hit. Clay in the back jumps in with the oddity. Jadera still able to escape. The Petrify locks him down. No Purify right now, but he's still able to escape for it now. And Clay splashes him with water as that's an Blazers ram into a Raging Sandstorm from GeekFam. They pick up a tier 2 and a 2-for-1 trade.
Luke, who's joining the fight? Right away with the Raging Sandstorm, Luke saves the day for GeekFam. As right now they have 2k gold lead, cruising through the mid lane.
Oof, it's so difficult, man. RRQ, they're playing it well. They're using their crowd control sporadically, right? Not stacking it on top of each other. But GeekFam, they're just a bit too disciplined in their positioning, in their decision-making. The whole sequence was started because they wanted to go for the Lord. And with that winning fight, they can go for it unless Banana does something crazy.
Final blow ready. But Luke gets it. That was a retreat earlier. I guess it was calculated.
Bit too much CC to handle for RRQ. Every time Clay wants to go in, every time Firstick wants to use the Requiem, there's a lot of cancel from GeekFam to be able to cancel it out. You have a boy with the Terrify, especially Beloyski with that ult as well. Has been doing work so far, Arashi.
I think the only saving grace for RRQ is the fact that Banana is doing really well in this matchup actually against the Khalid. So he can go for a split push if necessary, and he can definitely deal damage unless Fair Signal gets jumped on.
First been locked down twice. Nile cancels the jump twice, and Beloy was able to catch him with a holy baptism. Play jumps in right now, rough waves, but Beloy is able to heal back up with a good purify as well. Tadera with a heavy crossbow earlier. Naomi looking for the pick onto Luke. Banana jumping in with the Phantom Slash, but now locked down. Has the eye for an eye, but it's going to be Beloy who picks up the kill. A boy steals the final blow. Now backing away. RRQ in full defense mode. They've lost 2 members, and a base turret is going to follow next. Geek Fam takes it. Luke diving deep. Clay forced to use a defensive oddity, but Luke slashes him down in the back. Not even traded out. Nile walking to the front right now, getting locked out with the Requiem, and that's going to be a kill back for RRQ. Looking for the defense, but Geek Fam are going on the base. They are ruthless in this game. They'll take no prisoners as they take game 1 with them too.
11 minutes, not even 11 minutes for Geek Fam to defeat the royalties of the game. They won the upper bracket and they are